Hello, this is Noreen from joyacards.com and welcome to my video. Hey, today's video is kind of going back on the last one I did. I did an accordion card, fun fold template and instructions. So I gave you all the instructions to make this template. Now there is one little faux pas in this video, and that is this score line here. It's supposed to be 4 3/16 instead of 4 1/8. But anyway, what I'm going to show you now is I actually have this template on my shop. Now, what the difference is between this and any other kind of template is that I drew this in AutoCAD, which is an engineering software. And that's what I do for a living and for my real job that, pays for everything like this. But what this is it's true to size. And I put it on my website. And if you go to joyofcards.com and you go to shop, and shop Joy of Cards. That's everything that you get from me. So a template, you could buy my demo cards, you could buy my retired Stampin' Up products and stuff like that. So if you go to the shop, it should be like one of the first things up because I just put it up. But if it's not, because right here is where the accordion fun fold is, you can go to category and you can go to scroll down to fun fold templates, and there's only one right there. Once you pick that, you have to click the little arrow to the right and this will pop up. So, and there's only one on there now, so as I put templates up, there'll be more. Go ahead and click on that template and it'll come up. Now I do charge $2 for it. I was going to charge $1, but the merchant fees are like ridiculous, and basically I'd be selling it for nothing. So it's $2. Think of it like a GoFundMe for my Joya Card site. And if you can, please like and subscribe to all my videos because it really helps out in the algorithm and stuff like that. But you can order it, and I went ahead and I did order this. But all you have to do is add to cart. And come over here and view your cart, and it will show you that it's there. And once you proceed to checkout, it'll take your PayPal, your credit cards, or whatever it does. This is where it gets all your information, and then it gets your pay. But if you look over on what I did, so this is my order that I did. Once you place that order, it'll say order received, and you click on accordion fun fold template in this red box. And what you will get is a download here on the bottom left. And if you click on the bottom left, boom, it pulls it up. Now, when you print this on your printer, because you could just print it on regular copy paper if you like, it is literally true to size. Look, there is, I don't know if anybody else has this kind of thing or not, but this is 100% on the money because it's done in an AutoCAD software. It's not done in Word or anything like this. So it is 100% true to size. Now, you can go ahead and save it, or okay, if you click the little printer, you can obviously print it. You can also put your Stampin' Up cardstock in there and print it up on cardstock. And I'm gonna show you how to cut this out in a minute. Or you can do the little arrow right here, which will save it on your computer. So you could put whatever file you want it on and just click save, and you'll save that template and you'll have it forever. So let's say you printed it out. Now I just printed this on the Stampin' Up cardstock, and we're going to cut it out. So I'm going to go ahead and put it on here. Now I've got a Stampin' Up cutter, so I'm looking in this window right here, and I'm going to cut this piece. Now this piece is a 5.5 by 4 1/4, so you could just cut it out that way, or I'm just going to follow the lines here. And I'm just looking in the little window, the little gully of the cutter, and just cut this out. And then, once I have it cut out and totally scored, then you can put it anywhere you want. If you want to put together a book or just have it in a drawer for all your fun fold cards, that'd be great. So I've cut out the outline here. Now, if you look down here, there's a key. The red line is a cut line. There's only one cut other than the outside. And then there's a score line. So we have all our scores here. So I'm going to do the score first. And in order to do the score first, I am going to take out my cutting blade. Why? Because we're so used to cutting with a cutting blade. I don't want to cut where I want to score. So I'm going to take it and I'm going to go to 4 1/4. Now I can line this up here. and it says by 2. So that 2 is the measurement on the side of the ruler here. So I'm going to take my scorer and I'm going to line it up, that line here to the ruler, to the 2, and I'm going to go backwards. I'm not going forward to 2 because I don't want to accidentally go over the line. I'm going to 2 and then score. Okay. And then these lines here, I'm going to pull out my arm, are it says 6 1/4. So I'm going to take it to 6 1/4 here on the ruler. And I'm going to take it to 2 again because it says by 2. I'm not flipping the paper over. Now on this one, it says turned. And oh, this one does say turned as well. That's if I had it turned this way, I would go to 3 1/2 on the ruler here. But I wanted to keep it all the same. So this says 2 and these all say 2. And that's because I am following the 2 on this side and going, I'm not turning the paper. So I'm going to go all the way to 2 and go down, all the way to 2 and go down. Now I'm going to go 4 3/16 on the other one, the original video that I just posted. I said 4 1/8, but it's actually 4 3/16. It's just shy of 4 1/4, which is weird. It's just the way it is. So you go to take your score over to 2. I'm going to go down, 2, and go down. And then this one says 3 1/2 by 2. So I'm going to go to 3 1/2 here, close this, and the 2 is over here. And I'm going to go down, and I'm going to go down. This says 2 1/2 by 2. So go to 2 1/2. I'm going up to 2, go down, and then says 1 1/4 by 2. And I'm going to go to 2, score down, 2, and score down. Now I'm going to take my cutting blade and I'm going to put it back on. And always make sure that that arrow right here on the top, if you have a Stampin' Up! Cutter, is facing up. Okay. And if you don't have a Stampin' Up! Cutter, just click on the link in the bio, and all the links for like my glass here and the cutters and everything else will be on there if you're interested. So now I'm going to go over to 2 here, because this is where this line is, because we know it's 2 because we've been doing 2 the whole time. And I'm going to put that cutter in the middle of that red line, and I'm going to close it up. I'm going to push it down, and I'm going to go all the way up to the score line, not to the 2, just to the score line. And you can kind of lift it up and make sure you're right at the top there. Okay, and then you're going to bring it all the way down to the bottom score line. So you're cutting between the top and the bottom score line, and it looks just like that. So this is the original, and this is the one that I printed from that PDF. I actually bought it from myself, and they are exactly the same. So there's no difference between this one and this one. So let me show you real quick how they fold if you didn't see the first video. And like I said, the only difference between this video and the other one is I'm showing you how to purchase it, and that 4 3/16. It says 4 1/8 on the other video. That was my blunder. So anyway, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to score this side first. Then we're going to go on all these scores here on the right, and we go down, up, down, up, down, and then you just score it real nice, and that's what you get. In fact, I just did my paper pumpkin alternatives, and I made a custom one of these from the kit. I used cardstock, so I didn't have to, because I didn't want to use theirs. Plus, I made this bigger. So I turned this A2 card into an A6 card, because I was looking on here and I had like pieces. This was like the last card left, and I had like odd pieces, and it's like, you know, if I could turn this into a little bigger of a card, I could do it, because an A6 is 4 1/2 by 6 1/4. So all I did was pull this out a little bit more. I kept everything else the same, but I made this just a little bigger, and that's how I did it. So I did this on my paper pumpkin alternatives. That one is next. Oh, and if you're interested in this, this is a card size postal chart. It is also on my joyacards.com. You can go joyacards.com/shop, and that'll take you directly to my shopping. But this gives you all the card size, from note card to the 4 slimline cards, A2 A2, the A6, A7, A9, and squares, and all the rules about square envelopes and how you send them through the postal services, the card size, the paper size, the score lines, all the shadows from 1/8 of an inch to 1 inch, and the envelope sizes, how much postage is. There's a ruler here and some rules from the post office. So this is really great. It's on my website as well. So if you want to go ahead and purchase one of these, that'd be awesome. And if you could at least like and subscribe, because that helps in the algorithm and I'll be seeing more. But that will do it for me. Thank you. Bye.